Good day, everyone. My name is Angelica. I'll be discussing connecting blockchain systems with web and mobile apps using web services. This presentation will help us understand how web services acts as a bridge between user application and blockchain systems, and how this concept can be applied here in the Philippines, specifically in our agricultural sectors through a system called AgriTrace PH. Okay, so let's start with the overview. So in this presentation, we'll learn three main things. Okay, the first one is how web services connects application to blockchain. Second one is how data moves between them. And lastly, how this technology is used in a local setting. So this topic matters between blockchain is often seen as complex or abstract. So through web services, we can make blockchain technology practical for industries like farming, logistics, and trade sectors. So that are very important in the Philippines. No? Okay, so for the next slide. Okay, so what are web services? So web services is basically a bridge that allows different systems or devices to communicate, okay, through the internet. It uses standard protocols such as HTTP, REST, or SOAP, and it processes requests through APIs or application programming interface. Technically, web services acts as a medical middle layer between a web or mobile app and the backend system. So, for example, we have farmers in Nueva Ecija. So they are using a mobile application that is provided by the Department of Agriculture or a private agri-tech startup. This app is called AgriTrace PH. So it is a prototype. Now, they enter details such as the date of planting, the harvest, the type of crop, if it is corn or rice, the fertilizer and usage of water, the harvest yield. Then when they submit the data, the mobile app doesn't send it directly to the blockchain. Okay, so because to let you know, mobile apps can't directly talk to the blockchain. Okay, so instead, the app sends the data to a web API. That's your web services, okay, or web service. So the web API might be something like, for example, HTTP agritraceph.gov API. That okay, so the web services then processes and formats the data properly and send it to the blockchain network. So, for example, Ethereum or Hyperledger Fabric. So, this ensures that the record of the farm data is permanent, it is tamper-proof, and verifiable. So later, other stakeholders like the National Food Authority, retailers, or consumers can verify that the rice they're buying is surely came from that farm in Nueva Ecija by checking the blockchain record or via app or QR code. So next. So here, let's recall how blockchain actually works. So blockchain is a bigger distributed ledger technology. So this means that data is stored in blocks, okay, so connected together and distributed across multiple computers. Okay, so every transaction goes through a few steps. So the first one is the transaction is created, then it's verified by the network. After that, a block is formed. So kaya they called it blockchain. And then after the block is added to the chain, finally the data becomes secure and permanent. So blockchain ensures that once a record is added, it cannot be deleted or changed. Okay. So it gives transparency and security to all the participants. So now, why are web services important? in connecting blockchain to apps. So the problem is that apps, whether it is mobile or web, as I've said earlier, it cannot be directly interact with the blockchain. So the solution is to use web services as the middleware. Okay. So these services connect the app to blockchain network using the development tools like Web3.js or Hyperledger SDK. So in short, web services handle the technical blockchain part, while the users simply interact through the app interface. So web services translates the app actions into a blockchain transactions. So blockchain application in the real world. Okay. So blockchain technology is already making an impact in many sectors. Okay. So fintech and cryptocurrency is power secure digital payment, property and real estate for transparent land registration, supply chain management, okay, for tracking goods from source to destination, healthcare and government for record keeping and digital identities. But today we'll focus only on supply chain, specifically it's the agriculture industry in the Philippines. So let's walk through the interaction step by step. So the first one, a user, for example, a farmer. So the farmer enters the harvest data through a mobile app. Okay, so the user. And then the app sends this data request to a web API. And then the web services or the web service processes and send this information to the blockchain network. And then the blockchain network verifies and stores the record permanently. So the result of the confirmation or the result or the confirmation is returned to the app for the users to see. So this cycles ensures that every record is transparent and cannot be tampered with. Okay? And then we have blockchain application in the real world. Now, let's apply this concept locally. So, AgriTrace PH is a blockchain-based traceability system for Philippine agricultural products. Or how does it work? So, the farmer records the harvest information using the mobile app, and then the web service receives the data and sends it to the blockchain. And then the blockchain stores the details permanently. So the distributors, retailers, and the consumers can scan a QR code to verify the product's origin and authenticity. So imagine buying a rice or mangoes and scanning a code to see which farm it came from. That's full transparency from bukid to palengke to mamimili. So this system was inspired by the Department of Agriculture blockchain pilot projects aimed to improving simply or improving supply chain integrity. And then when we integrate the web services with the blockchain, we gain several benefits. Okay, so the first one is transparency. So everyone can verify the data from farm to market. So when everyone can verify the data from farm to market, then we will have the security. So the data is protected from tampering or fake labeling. Okay, you can trace it. Okay, traceability. Each step in the product's journey is recorded. And then for the farmers, it is the accessibility. Okay, farmers and the consumers, they can easily use the system via mobile applications. So this combination helps build consumer trust and empowers local producers. And then so let's compare blockchains to the traditional system. So in blockchain, all transactions are visible, verifiable, and cannot be changed, right? So it uses cryptography and a decentralizations to prevent manipulation. So in traditional systems, data is private. It is stored in a centralized database and vulnerable to hacking or misuse. So this comparison shows why blockchain is considered a more secure and reliable system, especially for industries where trust is crucial. Okay, so to summarize, web services are the key connection between apps and blockchain's networks. They simplify how people and businesses use blockchain. So this technology is not limited to finance. It can transform agriculture, healthcare, logistics, and many more. So blockchains offer transparency, trust, and innovation, while web services make it accessible to everyone. So the challenges like regulation and scalability still exist, but they push further innovations and adaptation. So my key takeaways or our key takeaways is web services bridge Web 2 and Web 3. So make blockchains accessible for local industry and enhance transparency, efficiency, and data trust. So from the farm to table, web services and blockchain build trust in every transaction. Now it's time for us to not only understand blockchain, but also to take real steps in adopting it, especially in local industries that can truly benefit from this digital transformation. So, as future IT professionals, we have the power to design system that connects communities, promote transparency, and build trust. So, once again, I am Angelica, and thank you very much for listening to my presentation.